We give all praise unto God. It's truly a blessing to be with you again this day. I am so thankful unto God for what he is doing. I got that phone call again. God bless me. I done hit number one today. I am so grateful to have a number one song once again. It's been a journey, my brothers and sisters, but God is faithful. Like I always said, you stay faithful unto God, he will be faithful unto you. I'm just have to go through it again. From the first to this is my 18th consecutive week. Let me say that. This is my 18th consecutive week in being on a major chart for the radio. From the first to the 6th week, I had one song, by the grace of God. And then from the 6th week to the 12th week, I had two songs to be on the same chart. But that 12th week, God blessed me to hit number one for the first time. And round about the 9th week, I was chosen as Artist of the Week. And on the 14th week, I was chosen out of all the artists, only 4 was chosen. I was amongst the four top artists out of all the charts. I am so grateful unto God. And today, by the grace of God, on the 18th week, that song, my second song that hit from the 6th to the 12th week, when I hit number one, I was down to one song. And my second song was on the chart. And it kept climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. And by the grace of God, God bless that song to hit number one today. And I am so grateful. I'm so thankful unto God for all his blessing. I just want to thank God for my wife for sticking by me all these years. All these years, my wife she stuck by me through the good time, through the hard time, through the recording studio, through budgeting money and all those things, encouraging me. I thank God for my wife. She never told me that it wouldn't work. She just kept encouraging me. So I want to thank God for my wife, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, Sister Rice. And I want to thank God for Dr. Bradford Howard Jr. That man went to work. I gave him the material, and he went to work by the grace of God. All of this happened. All of this happened since this is 2022. All of this started happening in August 2021. To be honest with you, I never thought about being on the chart. I never thought about I was just happy that my song was being played on the radio. But connecting with Dr. Bradford Howard and his expertise, and I'm just thankful how God has blessed me to have two songs to hit the same major charting 18 consecutive weeks. God is truly blessing this old country preacher from Columbus, Mississippi. I'm so grateful. Yes, once again, I'm going to thank Dr. Bradford Howard for all of his hard work. And I want to thank you, the one that been listening, the one who been calling in to the radio station. I want to thank you for all your requests that you put in, because there is over 5,000 radio stations. Over 5,000 radio stations. God bless me to hit number one 2 times. And there are 30 wonderful artists on that list. I mean, some wonderful artists on that list. So it was some very well-known artists on that list. You had on one list, you had Fred Hammond, you had Kirk Franklin, you had Mary, you have Donna McClurkin, you have all those wonderful heavyweight artists, and then you have the indie artists. So out of all those artists out there, I am so grateful unto God that he showed me favor to be in the position that I am in right now. I am so thankful. I am so grateful because I know where God has brought me from. And like I shared with you before, it's seed time and there's harvest time. You keep the faith and you be faithful unto God, he will stay faithful unto you. Once again, I want to thank God for a bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, Sister Rice. And I want to thank God for Dr. Bradford Howard. And I want to thank God for all of you out there that put in your comments and your requests, your encouraging words. And God already know I give him the praise, the honor, and the glory already. So I just had to come on. It's a little late in my area where I'm at, but I could not let this day go by without coming on and let somebody know how good God is. May God continue to keep and bless each and every one of you. Amen, and thank God.